hogging the show. I think that just made it worse. Hello fans of murder and mayhem, welcome back to Frybox 64 Productions. I am your holly jolly hostess with the mostest, Frybox 64.
Hey internet, this is Gunter with Many Mishaps Games, and today we are going to be taking up the challenge set forth by Frybox 64, and we are going to be baking for her Take That series.
We're going to try to do like our own little mini baking show challenge. So how this is going to work is we work together to come up with a table, a table of themes that we can have for our baking. We're making 2 treats today. We are both going to be making the heritage items, and we're both going to be making something in the spirit of Christmas. So I'm absolutely excited to get this going because I have so many ideas.
And I have never baked. I have never baked cookies, I have never baked cake. I basically have 0 experience in any of this, and I am in big trouble.
The 2 rules are, we can't tell each other what we're making until the actual judging thing, and we can't use anything other than what we've got in the kitchen here. So no running down to the store for eggs if we don't have eggs, no having somebody run down for us to grab something that we need. No, what we've got in the kitchen is all we got in the kitchen.
I have picked Julekekse, that's the German, Julekake for the first kind of a Scandinavian traditional Christmas cookie, and then I will do the second when I get to it.
I'm gonna go Scottish because although I am predominantly German, I'm also French, Scottish, Irish, and English. We're gonna be making this big treat called Scottish tablet, and basically it's like a blondie fudge. I've never made it before, so we're going kind of winging it here.
So this is gonna be like 2 hours of me doing this, so I hope you're paying attention.
Jellybean, stop eating the Christmas tree. She's eating the Christmas tree. Don't ask me how. Let's see. I've seen people do this on Nailed It. I don't know if this actually works too well or not. Probably not.
It says it's got to be a smooth paste. And right now we have got confetti of flour pieces.
I know that sometimes in some of these baking shows, like they give you the recipe, and then in other ones, they don't. So I'm kind of going in the middle of the road there. I found a recipe for tablet, and I gave it a quick glance over, but I'm not going to look at it.
I just have to trust that it will eventually turn into something more than this. Because right now, I feel like I'm just rolling around a blob of butter in flour. Well, my crumbs are getting smaller in some cases and larger in some cases. I think that's a good sign.
Whee! Wish I had a camera crew helping me do this. Alright, now I'm gonna leave these guys to the side and just kind of, oh my gosh, paper!
Still looks more like sawdust than dough. Maybe too much flour? I have no idea how to fix it if I have too much flour. You guys can time-lapse the rest of this.
4.5 cups of sugar. I got plenty of sugar. There should not be a problem. We have hit the bottom of the sugar bag. I can tell because it is impossible to get sugar out because there's a flap at the bottom that's like, then 4.5. Eyeballing it, eyeballing it.
Alright internet, I finally got this into some kind of dough-ish approximation. The rules is that I can use anything we have on hand. So I have these on hand. I'm going to make my Julekake into ninja bread.
Whisk out, make sure that all gets incorporated. Oh yeah, there we go. You want to see that? Want to see that, baby? Want to see that, baby? Oh, look at that baby. Look at that baby. I can't angle it so that you can see, but there we go. All nice and incorporated. And then I'm gonna throw that teaspoon of vanilla in there as well. Normally I would be like throwing an extra teaspoon of vanilla, but one of the judges is gonna be one of Gunter's family members, and I don't know their vanilla tolerance, so.
So I'm going to be doing a combination with these cookie cutters. I'm going to do some of the dough shaped like gingerbread men. I'm going to do some of the dough as dismantled gingerbread men because I think they might be too big to bake properly. And then I'll do some in the traditional twists and the traditional rings that the recipe calls for.
See how beautiful that look? Yeah, that look beautiful, don't it? Okay. Hi. Hello. Oh, hi. Ah, hi. So next thing that we're gonna do, you still aren't high enough. Good gravy, what is wrong? Okay, so then what we're gonna do is turn this thing on high, get it to a boil. You don't want this thing to like boil or like burn on the bottom, so I'm just gonna like very slowly like move it around. Oh, almost forgot these guys. There we go. Almost forgot the butter, but I did not forget. That's the big thing.
Alright, here we go, gingerbread man number 1. Feel that sugar crunching. You're supposed to be able to feel the sugar crunching, right? That's part of it. Sure it is. Awesome! Take that, gingerbread man. Gonna work to just do a part of them, but we are gonna try.
And I'm going to kind of like just stir that so that way the bottom doesn't burn, because I know, because this is on the power burner, because I really don't want it to burn. Oh, I see a little bubble. I see a bubble. So we're just not going to scrape the sides very often. I forgot this side runs hot. Can I just say I've never made this before? So we're gonna have some crunchy bits in here apparently. I'm gonna count that as bubbling. I'm gonna count that as a boil. So, there we go. Yep, we're boiling. We're boiling. Okay, so let's bring it down to low. Still scraping the bottom. Oh, geez, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all.
It's got good form in Kung Fu, Taekwondo, martial arts. Get these toes turned out when you're on your weighted foot. I know so little about baking. I've got to fill up the time with facts about what kind of martial arts my dough is doing. You guys even see it? That's the gingerbread man.
All right, there. That looks pretty well melted. It looks like it's boiling, and I'm gonna bring it down to low. There we go. Now I'm just gonna let that sit for about. It's 10:02 right now. I'm gonna let that sit for about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Vanilla accident! Ah, get back here, you little thing. Okay. Slight vanilla accident, but we're okay. Why two? Why two? I only needed one. So I don't have an actual timer set, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on the clock. And we'll see how this goes.
So there's no less than a tablespoon. And then we're going to roll it into a ring. Oh sure, that's a ring. Making little sugary Cheerios. I have no idea if these are supposed to rise. If they do, it's probably just going to be one big tray of blob instead of shapes. Alright Internet, we're about to pull the cookies out, and I was mistaken before. I thought they were Yulekaka. They are apparently instead Berliner Kranzer. So now you know. They're making noises like they're fried. Check those Ninja Bread Men out. Berliner Kranzer Bread Men. Alright, let those cool off a little bit.
So what I'm doing with my Spirit of Christmas item is I am doing a take on a Christmas themed alcoholic beverage. So that's not a Google Christmas themed alcoholic beverages, and I found something that sounds absolutely amazing. The peppermint hot chocolate. I think I'm saying that right. Which basically, it's like the drink itself is like a mix between hot chocolate and rum chata put together. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making a sheet cake based off of that. So it's gonna be kind of like a chocolate peppermint rum chata cake. I don't actually have rum chata, but I have rum and I have cream and I have seasoning. So I'm gonna try to make this work. I know alcohol curdles dairy, but by golly, I'm gonna try. And if nothing else, I have rum flavoring, so that might work a little bit better. I don't know, but we'll see.
Hey Internet, we're back for challenge number 2, and our challenge number 2, aside from the fact that it is the spirit of Christmas is the challenge is gonna be that I used up all the sugar in the first challenge.
I have plenty of sugar. This should not be a problem.
So I have to make a dessert with no sugar. So first thoughts is I'm one of Santa's helpers for stockings, so I had this on hand. That's got sugar in it, and I've got a quarter of a bag of marshmallows, and I've got a little bit of brown sugar. But my plan is I'm going to try and create doors with ghost door knockers from the Christmas Carol, where he meets the first spirit. So that is the plan, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, 3/4 teaspoon, not tablespoon. I'm a little bit of a baking nerd. I am a nerd that dabbles in many things. Aroma dries. Just about put the baking powder back in the drawer. Alright, now I'm gonna open my egg carton and pray that Joe didn't eat all of them. Oh yes! Oh serendipity, yes. Okay, so hiding about my kitchen, I have all these unused packs of hot cocoa. You know what? I love hot cocoa. I love coffee, don't get me wrong, but I just never have the time to brew any. Ooh! Multiple packs.
So I'm thinking, I don't know if it will damage things or count or melt or be awful, but I'm going to start off just by kind of experimenting by putting the kicks into door shapes and putting a marshmallow knocker on it, which we will decorate later. So these are probably going to melt and run out all over the place, but
that moment when you throw your baking bowl so far back you can't get it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw my sugar in here. I'm gonna throw my eggs in here, along with the oil. And we're gonna let that cream together. 2 more minutes on the tablet. 2 more minutes on tablet. It's starting to look like really good.
maybe we do 4 long-wise. That might be good. Those will melt together, right? Because you can't go wrong with Kit Kats and marshmallows. So I'm thinking we'll put one in for the warm, so maybe, and if the marshmallow melts, that can be like the body of the ghost. Add another one after for the head.
Coffee machine, can you maybe scoot back a tiny bit so I can have this stable? Okay. Next order of business. Something. Alright, we're setting the baking. We're setting the baking item. We're setting the baking machine. We're setting the oven. Now whisk. Whisk you away. Okay, and then we have rum. Let's bring liquid back to this guy.
We will try and melt these together for just a little tiny bit of time. Make sure those marshmallows aren't poison. All right. See you after it's done trying to bake.
So the one thing I didn't realize until after I put it in here, there are little marshmallows that are in this cake. And I thought for sure that they were like bits of either baking powder that didn't incorporate properly or bits of flour that clumped up. And I was like, why is it doing that? And then I was like, oh, cake is in. I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes and then we're gonna check back and see what it's doing.
All right, we've got our Ebenezer Scrooge doors. Whee, they're loose. And then I found in my son's stash some nerds. So the nerds are gonna be the eyes and mouth to make the face on the ghosts.
Alright, there's the second beep. Whoa, that sitting on my finger's weird. Okay, really hope it doesn't come out chewy. It smells phenomenal. I love this. So we're gonna frost the cake. I know this is a really big deal for what I'm doing. And then I'm going to pipe out little like ghosts in white chocolate. Sorry I'm so quiet. I am super focused on my piping right now. This is my Scottish tablet. Personally, I don't think it looks as perfect as it could, but I think I did pretty good. The knife tasted good when I tried to score it. And this is my spirits of, are we zooming in or zooming out? There we go. My spirits of the holiday or Christmas spirit cake. There is the Ghost of Christmas Present with his little marshmallow present. There's the Ghost of Christmas Past with his top hat and monocle looking very dapper. And there's the Ghost of Christmas Future with his Oculus and his buttons and his cybernetic wing. I didn't realize it, but the cherry frosting expired back in January. So it doesn't taste that bad. I got a knife full of it. But, yeah, we're just not going to eat it.
It's magic. Yeah, it's Berliner Skemper Center or something. It tastes like a cookie! Yeah, the eye is a lemon nerd. Tastes like Kit Kat, healthier. Yeah, I know, I was like, it's very goopy. Wow! I'm holding it up, even though you can't tell that it's not just a square spaceship. There it is.